9249.
924. All right, go ahead.
So basically, I was stopped in a school zone, and I was going 60 in a 40, and then he claimed that there was a smell of marijuana in the car, but there was actually no smell of marijuana whatsoever.
Okay.
And then he kept being real adamant, saying that it smells like weed, and it didn't smell like weed. And he told me to get out of the car. I refused to get out of the car like 6 or 7 times, and then he forced me out of the car. And it was at this point that he handcuffed me, and he put me behind the car. And I told him I just want to stand up while I was being handcuffed.
Okay.
But he kind of like physically pushed me to the ground onto the curb. And then they started illegally searching my car, and they didn't find any weed.
Let's explain something real quick. If an officer tells you to get out of the vehicle, you got to be outside the vehicle.
Even if there's no probable cause?
Yes. Yeah, there's no probable cause. That is in transportation code. Okay. If we tell you to get outside the vehicle, you have to step outside the vehicle.
Okay.
And a lot of times it's for your own safety. So the best thing for you to do right then and there is just cooperate. It's going to make it a lot easier on you. Okay. If he believes there's a smell of marijuana in the car, that is probable cause to search a vehicle.
But there was no marijuana found.
Okay. Well, I wasn't there. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're coming into establish a complaint on that. I still have to research everything. So I'm just taking your word. What I'm saying is, if they say they smell marijuana in the car, that does give them probable cause to search.
But I'm just saying, like, logically, if he didn't find any weed in the car, there was no weed in the car.
Whenever people smoke weed in the car, let me explain something to you.
Yeah.
It stays in there a long time.
Okay.
It stays in the air conditioning. It stays in the vents. And no matter how many times they try to cover up with any type of cologne, air freshener, stuff like that, it makes it worse. It makes it stand up that much worse. It's like a cigarette smoker. Okay. They don't smell the cigarette smoke because they smoke cigarettes, right?
Right.
Okay. And you haven't been caught with paraphernalia in the past, correct?
Yeah, just one time in League City.
At least, and how long ago was that?
A month or so ago.
About a month or so ago.
It was on the 1st of last month.
When was the last time you smoked?
Probably about a month or so ago.
About a month or so ago?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Have you ever carried your vehicle before?
I had a marijuana roach that one time in League City.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. So you have to understand the stink of it, especially if you have like hydroponic marijuana, it's bad.
Right.
It sticks in your air conditioning vents. It sticks into everything. Okay. So that could be the probable cause right there that you're asking about. Okay. It's not necessarily that it's going to be in there, but it reeks of marijuana, and that's what I'm trying to explain to you right now. So hold on. So whenever he pulled you over, if they smell it and they ask you to get outside the vehicle, you have to get outside the vehicle. On any traffic stop I take, I can ask the person to get outside the vehicle and meet me at the trunk.
But I'm just saying that I was arguing with his reason for getting me out of the car, which
So-
I thought was unlawful because I still think there was no smell. So really, what I'm asking is, I don't really know what I was recording him. It's another part of the complaint I had.
All right.
He didn't give me a chance to record him, and he's a public official.
Well, now hold on a second. Have you done your research yet or anything?
Yeah.
You've done your research on
Yes,
everything?
sir. I'm allowed to record the police.
Not necessarily. Okay, if we're trying to conduct an investigation with you and we smell marijuana in the vehicle and you're not going to listen to us, listen to our orders to get outside the vehicle, you will be detained. That's just called officer safety.
Okay, well, I'm just saying that my perspective of this is that I was illegally. You can disagree with it, but I feel like I was illegally detained, illegally taken out of my car, and then illegally stopped from recording. So I basically, at this point, I just want to identify who that officer was because I would have known his name and his badge number.
Correct.
If I had it on the recording.
If you want his information, you
Yes,
have
sir.
to go through open records right there.
Okay, open records?
Monday through Friday.
Sure.
Or 8 to 5 hours. But I'm going to try to explain the law to help you educate you a little bit.
Okay.
Anytime we pull anybody over, we have the right to pull them outside the vehicle. If there's a smell of marijuana in the vehicle, which you said you had your joint in there about a month ago, it can still be in there. It's just smelling marijuana in the vehicle.
You're saying the smell will be in there for a month?
It could be. I don't know. It depends on how much you smoke.
I mean, I've never heard of smoke being in a car for a month.
It stays in there for a long time. I'm telling you right now. Why do you think canine units hit on cars all the time? Because it sticks in there. I'm telling you right now. Okay. But here's the deal. If they think they smell marijuana, that's probable cause to search a vehicle. Okay. If you're not going to listen to that officer's orders, then you're going to be detained. It's for your safety and it's for the officer's safety also. When it also comes down to that, we usually put people, we sit them on the curb. That's a safety issue because you know what? Let's say, I'm not saying you're a bad dude, but let's say you're a bad dude.
Right.
And you get up, you take off running.
That's true.
Then we got to deal with somebody running down the street in handcuffs, and that's for their safety. Okay? So if you want me to take a complaint on this, I can take a complaint on this, but I think I need to educate you more about everything. That's what I need to do.
I'm just saying that even if I was committing offense and being arrested, I would still have the right to be recorded throughout the arrest.
You're already recorded with everything we had.
I know, but I'd still be allowed to record with my own device.
Not necessarily, no. And here's why.
Because I've seen people get arrested on YouTube and then they're being arrested with their camera recorded.
That's YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube is Texas law. YouTube is an officer safety, okay? It's a great media device.
Yeah.
Okay, it is a great media. I love YouTube just like anybody else, all right? But also, people get on cell phones, especially with the way law enforcement is these days, that's another officer safety issue, because how do I know you're recording me and not calling somebody to come pick you up?
Well, I mean, because I wasn't using the phone. I was just recording with it.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel comfortable you recording me here right now, and that's fine, all right? But when you're in detention, you're not going to hold on to your cell phone. That just comes down to safety issues.
Well, yeah, I mean, I figured they would take it once I was actually, being booked and processed. I did get a ticket for speeding, which I don't blame him.
Okay.
I think he was doing that part of his job right.
Okay.
I just think that he was just very unprofessional about it, and he just roughly threw me to the ground. And you said come back on Monday to identify.
Now here's my question: do you want me to explain the circumstances to you? Do you want to make a complaint, or do you just want to get their names?
I want to file a complaint and also want to get the officer's name. It was really just one officer.
Okay. All right. Well, what's your complaint going to be exactly?
I believe that I was unlawfully pulled out of my vehicle because of the smell. I did not smell marijuana, and I still dispute that. I don't think that there was a smell of marijuana in the car.
Okay.
And I also feel like there was a little bit of police brutality when he threw me on the ground roughly whenever he detained me illegally.
Okay. Police brutality. Okay. Anything else I can do for you?
Do you have the internal affairs number?
It actually goes to me first, and then I send it up to my lieutenant, and then he sends it up over to our IA division.
So you don't have an internal affairs number?
I can get it for you.
I would really appreciate it if you give me an internal affairs number.
Okay, yeah. I'll tell you what, get your driver's license. I'll be right back.
Okay.